Hey y'all, happy Friday. Y'all, I figured I'd go live today for a little bit. I don't know how long I'm gonna stay live, but I kind of gypped y'all on Sunday because I've been trying to get this yard together, y'all. So, how is everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, Flossin. How you doing, fam? Hey, she is Sunshine. Happy Friday, sis. Hey, Mr. BS. Mr. BS, you was the one who got me on here today because you was making me feel bad on Sunday. Like what I'm gonna do with my life now. That's you didn't say those exactly how you made me feel. You had nothing to do with it. I didn't go. Hey Carvin, how you doing, sis? Happy Friday. Hey Simply Bell, happy Friday. Hey fam, happy Friday. Who else is in here? Um, you did, Mr. BS. You left me a message on my Sunday post. You did. And I cried myself to sleep with dirt on my face from the garden. All right. I was just making sure I got to the bottom. So what's up, y'all? How y'all week been? It was a short week for me, but it was busy. It was a lot. How was y'all week? Hmm? How was it? Y'all, who else is experiencing these fall temps in your city? Because what? It's not fall yet. Like why are we rushing? I still got watermelon growing. I still got peppers growing. What else I got? Squash, sweet potatoes. I'm trying to think of the things that need to grow with heat. Of course, I got like collards, kale stuff, but they can grow either season. Geesh. Hey, Precious. How you doing, sis? Happy Friday. That's right. TGIF. Facts. I need a vacation, though. I need more than just this weekend because I'm not done with the garden, y'all. Oh, my neck needs to crack. It's been 60 degrees at night. That's warm because we've been definitely getting to. I think our lowest we got to was in the upper 40s. This morning it was like 51. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's definite. Oh, you get into 90s during the day. South Carolina. Okay. That is that for you guys, that is definitely a dip. Wish I could send you 10 to 50. No, ma'am. No, um, I had to see what I would want, and did I need you to just send that? Because see, you could say 10 to 15, and then Texas sends me 30, and I don't want that. I don't even know if I want Texas 10 to 15. Nikki, hey sis, happy Friday. 87 there today. Nice. So you still kind of warm, Nikki. Have y'all been having the cooler nights though, like the really cool nights? Send them temps your way. This heat ain't big boy weather. Listen, the heat ain't big girl weather either. Listen, hey Thomas, happy Friday. How you doing? So y'all, I am redoing the garden. That's why I didn't go live Sunday. I started, I think I started Thursday of last week, Wednesday or Thursday. And I did something every single day. So I was off Saturday, Sunday, Monday, because Monday was Labor Day. So I know for sure Saturday, because Friday I was live. Saturday I was out there 5 or 6 hours. Sunday I was out there 5 or 6 hours. Ooh, excuse me, y'all. So I was out there a lot. Cooler nights. Okay, beautiful weather. I was out there a lot. And I was out there Monday. And still this week. I was out there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was out there for a little bit today. Okay. Yeah. Just a little bit. I did a little bit today. Because tomorrow I'll probably be out there another 5, 6, 7 hours, depending on the temperature. Yeah. Hey, Miss Cassandra, how you doing? Happy Friday. So how has y'all week been? I mean, outside of the garden busy, I've been busy in other ways too. Work, Sunday, if y'all saw my thumbnail, Sunday Fun Day, we gonna do a giveaway. I heard y'all from the live last Friday. I wanted jelly, jam, whatever. So I made some jams. You'll find out what Sunday. And I made more of my candied jalapenos. Yeah. See, people be telling me, like, girl, why you always messing with your hair? Because I can see things. Because I'm looking at myself. Anyway. So there will be a giveaway on Sunday. So be there. There'll be multiple giveaways, actually. Oh, you in Louisiana, Simply Bell? I should have known that. With the bell. 101. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Oh, you're in South Carolina right now. Because I'm like, no, ma'am. That's hot. I'm good. I am good on that. That is hot. But yeah, and we actually had a lot of over 100-degree days in Ohio this year. That is not normal for us at all. At all. I am going to try to do another canning live because I know there was a request from the last one. I just don't know when it's going to be because I am going to try to can up some collards, some more collards, I should say. Oh, had to move your daughters. Moving is rough in itself. Moving is rough in itself, sis. Every time I move, I'm like, I ain't doing it again. It's a lot. Well, you think I'm trying to send y'all? I know that's right. What up, David? 14 of them. Oh, I'm like, what? Well, you terrible. Terrible. But yeah, so we're going to do a giveaway Sunday. So I will be live on Sunday. I will not skip out on y'all this Sunday. We're going to be live. So definitely pull up for the goods. I don't even know what I'm gonna end with because by the time Sunday come, I might have threw some other things in. So, hey G Mama, how you doing? Happy Friday. Hey TLC, how you doing, sis? Happy Friday. Y'all share it out. Share out the live because I say that because I last minute decided to go live. And so it may not have sent out the notification like that to everyone. Did y'all see who I know some of y'all were it because I saw you like Nikki, I think G Mama was there, Miss Cassandra was there when Hands in the Dirt, it's what I forget what his channel is called now. I forget what he calls something with hands. And Broke pulled up on them and they were live together at Stacey's house. It was cool. Hey Shamika. And I saw Soyeen come in. Life as Hands. Girl, it's gonna take me forever to get it. Because when I tell y'all, when somebody changes their name, like imperfect creations, sis. I know you probably out there, but every time I be like, I be wanting to say Jovan because it's just easier because it was Jovan for so long. So yeah, it's too much trouble in that one live. Man, it was a good live though, and I be messing with um broke because he did a video this week um of his citrus, y'all, and I left him a comment. Go ahead and get a cutting from everything and ship it to me. Just send me a cutting of everything. Like, who don't want to try the variegated lemon that's got the pink flesh? I do. I'm just saying. Just don't send me stuff I already got, but send me things. And I gotta go watch some content on how to do cuttings from your plants because he was that was a very in the live that he did. It must have been Sunday. Hey Sylviar, he was talking about making sure, like, if you're growing something, have cuttings, have more plants of it. So have cuttings so you can have more plants, just in case your plant dies. That's a good tip because I lost my Meyer lemon this year. I lost my blood orange this year. They did not make it. I want that Ponderosa lemon too. I have a Harvey. I want to say Harvey is the one that I'm growing out there right now, Sunshine. And actually, I got it from Georgia. So I am growing a Harvey lemon right now, but I lost I only have, that's the only one I have right now. I lost my Meyer. It didn't survive the winter, and the blood orange didn't either. Both of my kumquats survived, and my satsuma survived, and that's it. So now, right now, my tropicals I have is the Harvey lemon. I have a Bakusha kumquat. I don't know the type of the other kumquat I have. I got it at Tractor Supply, and it didn't tell me what it was. And then I have a Kimbra Satsuma, and then I have 2 pineapple guavas, and I think that's all my tropicals. I do have 2 more figs. I don't know if I did a video for y'all on those. I need to do that. Just know I have 2 more figs. Where's 32? I don't know. Let me text her. She probably don't know I'm live. I told y'all to share it because I did the thumbnail so late. So I don't know if it sent her the notification. Plus, it may have sent her the notification. Alex is in cross country track right now. Are you going to bring the citrus in? Absolutely. No, it's not coming in the house. Oh, she's watching. So David, she sees you talking. Hey, LGG. It's going in the greenhouse, but I am taking more precautions this year. So I'm going to, because Pepper Rookie said I need to get like the Christmas lights. I got lots of Christmas lights because y'all know I used to coupon. So I got Christmas lights for days back when I used to coupon, and I didn't coupon for them, but I learned what stores clearance out stuff the quickest. Target is a store that transitions very quick. If you remember, like back with Macy's and JCPenney's and stuff, they don't keep seasonal stuff very long. Once that season's gone, they market it down and getting it out of there because they got to bring in the next line of stuff. They don't hold on to stuff. Target is the same way. So I think I got a bunch of lights 90% off. I got lights for 90% off. I got 2 Christmas trees that year for 90% off. Bought one for myself and one for my daughter. Ornaments. So I change my colors every year. I'm a little OCD-ish with my decorations for my tree. I do not like you can't just throw a lot of different stuff on the tree. So I usually do 2 colors max, and the one color is always going to be either gold or silver, and then it's going to have an actual color that goes with it. So it could be blue and silver, it could be red and gold, it could be white and silver. I think I have purple and silver and blue and silver. Royal blue and silver. So yeah, yeah. Quit judging me. Hey John John, happy Friday. And Jamia in here. Hey Jamia, how you doing? Happy Friday. So yes, I will have the lights. I'm also gonna get the is it painter's cloth? I'm gonna get that. And then I'll already have a heater in there. So I'll have the heater, I'll have the lights to bring in more heat, and then I'll have the painter's cloth for those nights that it gets really, really cold. I will throw that over my plants. I don't even want the leaves to drop like that this year. Like I am seriously, these plants are going to get some royalty treatment. She's watching. Did she comment yet? She might not be able to comment. She texted me and said she's watching. She might not be able to comment though, David. She don't want to hear you talk about the fact that she don't have any watermelon. I'm just saying. I do have watermelon. I know y'all like Gina ain't posted no watermelon. That's because I'm in Ohio, and it ain't even just that because I'm sure there's people in Ohio who's having better luck than I have. But my watermelon are slow. I lost two in the very beginning, Blossom and Rock. We had rain for 40 days, 40 nights. It felt like really it was probably more like, and that's probably even an exaggeration. It's more than 60 days. But it just struggled. It struggled. So I wonder if a heating mat will help. Oh no. You mean like one as big as a like an actual mat? As the one I have is a small one for like seedlings, but I don't know. Erica said it's still hell there. Hey Teresa, how you doing? Where you been? How you been? It's cold in Ohio now. It is, David, but it be getting warm during the day. I'm hoping. First of all, David, don't try to jinx my dang on watermelon. Actually, I need to know if give me a second, y'all, because what the did he just posted my chat? See, this is what I'm talking about. I almost just make me want to cuss on live. Now she lost her watermelon. Shut up. Oh, 14 about to be 29. First of all, David, don't come for me. I said I have watermelon. Stay tuned. Shoot, I have them. Blossom, do not laugh at him. Larger Matt. I'm assuming you're talking about Sunshine. Don't laugh at him, Belle. Do not laugh at him. I'm sick of it. He about to get blocked. He stayed trying to get on the block list. You got up to 70. We were in the 70s. I don't think I was 77, but maybe because it was windy here too. That's why I didn't feel it. Y'all see, I got a jacket on. You've been away, been going through. Oh, I missed you though. Listen, I'm gonna let Tia know you came through. Hey, Pepper Rookie, how you doing? Happy Friday. I'm definitely gonna let Tia know. Matter of fact, she probably don't know I'm live. Let me text her. Um, Send it to our group chat if I could find it. We just talked today. Um, yeah. Sometimes I just feel like I talk to a lot of people because why do I still not see it yet? And I should. It's just not stick. Oh, because they changed the name of it. Hold on, y'all. Um, there it is. Okay. Anyway. Hey Rachel, how you doing? Happy Friday. Y'all ain't told me how y'all week was. It was amazing, right? Oh, I will. I'm about to see if she'll pull up. Um, I'm keeping it simple. I'm just like, I'm live. So whoever show up, show up. It could be her, it could be Miss Felicia, it could be you Girl Row, and it could be Liddy B. That's our group chat. Y'all, Teresa go back with us. Back. She used to be in a lot of them late night canning lives. She been over here as well, but she used to be in a lot of them late night canning lives. She's one of our Canadian gardeners, so one of our Canadian friends. But yeah, and we've seen the garden back then. So yeah, I hope everything is going well with you though, sis. Hey, Miss J.K. Gardner. Happy Friday. My week was stressful with step family stuff. It's better now. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Had me a nice day in the garden. You know what's been now it's pouring rain. You know what's been giving me joy, y'all. For those who may not know, if you're not following Pepper Rookie, um, Pepper Rookie had to have a couple very serious surgeries this year. And it was a big setback for him. This is somebody who's very active in his garden. He's one of our Florida gardeners, has the best weather ever because he don't really get cold. But you know, I would check on him all the time, like when he was going through this, and just seeing the recovery and just knowing what that feels like. Because I've had an injury before where I could not move around the way I normally do, and I know it was a lot for him because one of the setbacks was he was trying to move his body a little too soon, and he had to really listen and allow his body to heal at the pace it was going to heal. But watching him now be able to be in his garden again, I'm not even being funny. It just brings my heart joy. He's been doing content on Instagram and YouTube with him in the garden. Him and his son Drew just went to the big box store to get soil so they could take care of a couple of transplants he wanted to do and stuff. I mean, this is somebody who gardens on a pretty decent scale, like in his yard. And I want to say his son is at college, so he helps a lot, but he's away during certain times, so he couldn't just manage the garden while he was recouping, and so some things kind of had to be neglected, I'll say. And I know that was hard for him, but it brings me joy seeing him out there now. It does. I get excited every time I see it. And I can see the joy that he's feeling being able to be out there. So I see you, fam. I see you. Hey, Jason. Is Shannon here too? Did I miss her? Did y'all speak to 32? Shut up, David. Mm-mm. Watching Pepper in the garden is like watching Picasso paint. I can see the joy, Flossin. I love it. And seeing Flossin in his little fancy car riding down the highway. Yeah, I see you. I said, Bill, you didn't come pick me. He just out here taking trips. He could have came out of his way to Ohio and picked me up. I like Myrtle Beach. Just saying. I'm looking at y'all. I'm seeing what y'all saying about Stacy. Absolutely. He said thanks for everyone that's been praying for him. Absolutely. And he know who they are. And some of us probably, I don't think we annoyed him, but I know some of us definitely were always checking in. I probably have been slacking on it probably more so lately, but I knew he was getting back slowly to his feet. But yeah. So Trust and believe some trips ain't all that good. Well, that's true. You made it look fun. And analytic ran into you. Yes, I was jealous. I would have liked to see both of y'all. And Liddy B is in South Carolina. I can't let you and Liddy B team up though. I think that would be troublesome for me. Like y'all would Liddy B is a good time, but I think I haven't been anywhere with Flosser, but just watching this content and stuff, and the fact that I like Flosser from the first time he came at me for Watermelon Wars with the trash talk. So I think him and Liddy B would click absolutely, and I can't have y'all clicking because nah, you can't take my friend from me, Flosser. Hey Angela, how you doing, sis? Hey J3, how you doing? He knows they didn't. Oh, son, Sylvia are. um, you have Peppa, and I knew you was gonna be okay. I know it was rough though. Nobody, like most of the community, has no idea. Has no idea. And when you've had something that's kept you from being able to move the way you normally do, you do have an idea. You definitely know what that feels like. It's a defeating feeling when you're used to being able to get up and do things for yourself. Now you're having to get more help to get things done. And it just seems like it is such a strenuous task to do the simplest things. I remember I went through a depressive moment with my injury. I had tore my MCL. And yeah, it was not a fun time recouping from that. Because at the time I was working out 5 days a week, doing like boot camp. I did boot camp 2 days a week. I did cardio boxing 1 day a week. I did supersets, which is basically weightlifting 1 day a week. And then the fifth day, we would just do cardio. And I went from doing that every day for years to not being able to even do chair exercises. So, what up, OG Tank? How you doing, fam? I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. I'm done with trips for this year. I just was telling Flossin that he could pick me up though. I could have went to Myrtle Beach, but he went without me. Yes, you definitely did. That's because we care, fam. So we had to let you know, like, let this, take your time. We don't want no setbacks. Let your body heal. He is mad cool, LGG. Listen, most people, that wouldn't even be the thing. Like, you wouldn't hear most people say, like, I loved him from the moment that he came for my neck. But I did. Because listen, a lot of people who enter Watermelon Wars was not very comfortable trash talking. There was a few, but there was some who came in very gentle. And I'm like, first of all, as long as you don't come like, if it ain't disrespectful, even though Blossom was disrespectful, y'all have to go back and look at it because he disrespected me. He ain't disrespect Broke and David, but he disrespected me. But he made up for it because he said that whether I win or not, he's getting me a new crown. So I'll take it. But he came for my crown, y'all. He came for my neck. Wait a minute, Erica. Pause. Pause. Ma'am. Ma'am. Mm-mm. Not in this chat, you didn't. Mm-mm. I had surgery on my feet and I'm dying inside. Oh, LGG, can't wear shoes. Gotta keep it waterproof. Yeah, it's a lot. I'm gonna pray for you, sis, because I know it's a lot. But just know in the end, they just trying to get you back on your feet. So just trust the process. I'm laughing at Erica and Sunshine. Wait, David. Why her watermelon did die twice? I can't with y'all. So I guess I had a possible thing too, Erica. Is that what you said? You feel the realness from flossing. You do. I love it. It was love. And that's why look, that's why I rock with you though. You already know. You already know. Like I was like, yeah, that's, look, I rocks with flossing. So don't y'all be coming for him because I rocks with him. Oh my God. First of all, I'm not, I'm not, I don't do not, no eating. I'm done. It was a cool trip, wasn't it? Drew be look, Drew. I be watching Drew do that work in the garden even before the injury. He would help every now and again, especially when they had to do big transitions, like a up potting or something with a really big pot. And y'all know if y'all haven't followed, if y'all don't follow Pepper, check them out because Pepper Rookie grows a lot of peppers and a lot of peppers. Everybody ain't growing in this community. I mean, a lot. Probably the only person who might, and I mean might have some of these peppers is Mike Chaotic. And he shared peppers with a lot of people in the community, but I'm sure Mike is growing more things than he's shared out because he has a lot of peppers. But I have seen peppers that Pepper Rookie is growing that I don't think Mike's growing. Um, but a lot of his pepper plants are like trees. So because he's in Florida, so he doesn't go through the part of his pepper plants dying back like ours do, and like well, I should say like mine do, because everybody ain't in zone 6, but or 7 or 8. I don't think 6, 7, or 8 has peppers that are going all the way through to the next season without them putting them up. So yeah, his pepper plants are mad big. So yeah, and he makes his own hot sauce, and sells it. And he does. He has a freeze dryer, unlike most of us in the community that wish we had one. He does have one, so he also sells some of his freeze dried vegetables and fruits that he grows. So one day when I grow up, my hot pepper growing game this year is fire. That's dope. My pepper growing game every year is fire. I think that's always the one thing. That's why I like growing them. But my sweet and hot peppers, I always have success with peppers. My tomatoes did not do well this year. Peppers did good. Carrots did pretty good. Celery did good. Potatoes did good. Even though y'all saw I dropped a video yesterday. Excuse me, with the in-ground potatoes. Hey, Mama Shirley, how you doing? Um, I'm telling you, Bill, that's definitely on my wish list. I have been trying to get one in my possession. I've made some. I reached out to some people, so it ain't happened yet. But one day, Gina be low key having on my. My fried tomatoes. Oh, my friend's tomatoes didn't do well either. Yeah, mine did horrible. Mine did horrible. Um, yeah, I seen it too, Sunshine, and that's a lot. Unless y'all want to send me one, nah, don't do that. Please don't do that. Look, cause I will. Y'all want me to have a heart attack? Y'all don't want that? Just let me figure it out. So I'd be like, wait a minute, what just happened? I can't. Yeah, I can't. My heart can't take it. But yes. But I have had honey sent to me this year. And I've had seeds sent to me this year, all season. I literally just got some seeds for my what is that called? Napa cabbage recently because I want to try kimchi. Freeze dryer 1200. Send it here. It's at Costco. Do y'all have a Costco? It's been there for a while too, so I know it's everywhere. They've had it in there for a while. Oh, who's doing patty pan soup? LGG? Yours is bigger though, Peppa. It's a small one. You can go on Costco site, I think, and see it too. I know. 14, you can freeze dry all your watermelon leaves. It is good, Erica. I love it. First of all, David and 2A in LA gonna get blocked. They gonna get blocked. That's what's gonna happen. He did, Flossin. He did. He didn't give the numbers. Broke gave the numbers. David is just making them up as he goes, though, because those ain't the numbers that Broke gave. But Broke gave everybody numbers. Do you have the model? Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is my hiccup with this whole garden update, and I just thought about that because I was looking at Precious being in the chat, and every time I see her, I think about her chickens. Although she has so much more going on than those chickens, definitely be checking out what she does because she just did a garden tour, and she got a lot of stuff happening. Okay, and she's in Cali. Okay, just in case you didn't know, but I was in a live on Led's channel earlier this week, I think it was. And he was like, I had mentioned, he asked if there was anybody who was looking at adding livestock to their, homestead or whatever. And I'm like, I've been wanting to add chickens. And he's like, if you get chickens, I'm pulling up on you. He's like, I'm being serious. So if I get chickens, I can expect to see him and Lady Leia. I already know. But I don't know if I'm I want to get them. I want them to pull up on me. But I don't know, y'all. Wait till I get it done and I'll do a tour and then y'all tell me what y'all think. But Bro gave out false numbers. My back and knees are giving out. First of all, Erica, you about to get blocked too. Cause what? And I know you are being serious in the comments, but you be saying I don't be catching what I say. Ma'am. Hella pause. Ma'am. Like, wait, what? I named the chicken the other day Shake and Bake. I love it because she was the first one going, oh, I won't do that. Get chickens, you won't regret it. I know I won't. Yeah, I had to figure, and that's the other thing. Like, I'm like, because I always think about you. There's several reasons why. First of all, you had to create a place in a space for these chickens. They're on cement. They're not in like on ground where people usually have them, where they're able to, kind of work your soil and stuff like that. And they she has like their dust bath and all the things in there. She has it very well set up. And so I'm always looking at your setup because I'm like, whatever I end up doing is, even though they won't be on cement here because I can put them on the ground, but it's going to be different than most people will have their setup because my yard is just, it's not flat. My yard kind of inclines, it comes down and flows down even to the front of the house. It flows down. I think that's for like rain to kind of flow down to the curb and whatever for flooding reasons. um no, I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. You think I got enough room? Wait till you see how I done set it up though. I think that's where I messed myself up, so I'm gonna have to undo some, I think. Which I'm not opposed to doing it. And I also was about to start reaching out to some companies to see if they wanted to sponsor me a chicken coop. Okay. So I ain't beyond asking. Well, all they can do is tell me no. You didn't read the first one. I must have missed it. I must have missed it, Erica. I knew what you was talking about. I knew you was talking about your garden. I said you're having a serious conversation, but the words you are using are probably not the best ones. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Do you have issues with mm-mm, 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 mm-mm? I did much and it helped. You want chicken? You want the eggs? Yeah, that's the reason I want them. I wish some of y'all live closer that then I could just come get the eggs from y'all because I don't really need a lot. Look, I don't really need a lot. I'll come over and do some of the work. Sheesh. I know I will because I got the community garden I go to. Put a link in so I can come into the live. Oh, oh, oh. I got you, sis. Hold on. Yeah, I'll be having to remember where it's at. Shoot, they keep moving stuff. Is this it? This is it. There we go. There you go, sis. That's right. Tell him to drop 10 more in the chat when he want to be talking stuff. That's right. You want bunnies? Nice. I don't want to do bunnies because they do multiply very quickly. I see your background, but I don't see you yet. So I'm gonna give it a minute till I see you. There you go. I just wanted to make sure you was ready, girl.
Oh yeah, I was ready. I got my personal laptop here, and then I got my work computer. But it's Friday, and
I know that's right.
nobody's really contacting me, which is
Yes.
good. I had some
Yes.
this morning. I'm like, yeah, contact me early because by like 2:00, I'm like this.
Girl. Hey, kicking it with the Rooks. How you doing, family? Yes.
So,
I always do think about your setup because it's different. Like Led is he's on acres. So his setup is unique to that.
Led is doing the most.
But he got the space. So that's why I'm looking at where we are the gardeners who have to make accommodations to make this happen.
Yeah. So it took me. Take your time, because once you make the decision, I say you won't go back. I don't think you'll regret it. But it did take me about 2 years to think about getting chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, that's going to be something else to take care of. I already take care of my mom. I take care of this garden. I take care of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it was harder when they're baby chicks. I'm happy I did not start off with big hens. Some people buy big hens. I like them as babies because then they're just automatically used to you. They're scared of everybody else in the beginning, but now I have so many people coming in my yard. My chickens, they used to run. Now they just be looking like, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? But when I just had, I started off with 4, and then 1 died. First time, girl, I was about to get them chickens away. I was like, no.
I know. See, that would be me too. I would be emotional.
I was like emotional, and she was my best layer too. Like the brown ones lay like bigger, darker eggs. So those are called buffs because I have Orpingtons. And then the grays are are lavender Orpingtons, and their eggs are a little lighter, but they're all brown. And so the one that died was my best layer. Like her eggs were like dark brown and thick and everything. And I was like, why you? So I skipped the years and I'm just going to keep these 3. And then this year I said, okay, I'm going to get, I got 5 more. And then I did a video, 1 died. Like her foot got smashed or something. And she was fine. I was checking her. She was fine. And then the next morning I went out there and she just kept rolling over. I was like, oh my God. So that part of it is kind of sad because you get attached to them. But I don't regret getting them. I was sad December because they stopped laying for a month. Like they took a break. And I was looking at them like, what you doing? And they like, you lay a baby every day. Like we are on vacation. It's a holiday.
And that's not a long time because you're in a warmer climate, because some of them in the colder climate is longer.
Yeah. But it's the end of the year and like you be making foods and stuff. And I had to go to the market twice. And my mom was like, is something wrong with them hens? And like January 1st, like that first week, they was on it again. They were just like, we just took a little month off, but make sure you research the variety you want. Some people live in an HOA. Hint, hint.
I don't.
Yeah. So you're probably be better off. I got mine because they're more docile. They're very friendly. They'll let you rub them and, all of that stuff. There's a lot of varieties there. Like, I think Brahmas, this is one lady on YouTube. I got to get her name. But her chickens are so pretty, and she lets them out every day. And she'll sit in the grass, and they'll come sit on her lap. And one lady lets her chickens in the house, and I'm like, it's a bird, and it does have a sphincter. So, no, you ain't coming in my house. You ain't about to do it in my house.
Yes. You watch Chickenlandia?
No, her name is Chicken Leg.
I don't know if that's her channel name, but I know her chickens. That's where they live, Chickenland. But I think that is her channel name.
Okay, I need to look up more chicken channels.
Yeah, she's one that I think all her content. I mean, she has a garden as well, but I think most of her content is about her chickens, and she like helps people who have questions. Yeah, it's Welcome to Chickenlandia.
Oh, Landia. I may have seen her. I'm you know what? I need to research more chicken channels. And I catch some stuff like this one lady, I guess it rained a lot. And so her chicken coop was just like, her chicken area was just like, so she bought like these pellets, and these pellets like absorbed all the water because the chicken, and I was like, I need to get something like that. But I just say, do your research. I say start off with baby chicks. I say do the whole experience. Start off with baby chicks because then you get to know them. Then when they get bigger, you're like, "Whoo, I'm done." It's like having kids, like literally. Like I could not wait for this last round to go out. I was like, "You guys are going to Chicken University."
I remember when they were in the shed, right? Yes, I remember that. And as they were, like, you would give check-ins on how they were doing and everything.
Girl, this batch, they're sweet, but I was just like, ooh, maybe, after 2 years, I don't need no babies in the house. I'm like, I got 9 more years to work. Maybe any type of infant is not for me, because I don't have kids for a reason. But I was like, okay, it's time for y'all to go out there. Then when they got out there, they're like, I'm like, y'all want to be with the big girls.
Yeah.
You can't go back inside now.
Yep. Yeah, I'm really wanting to do it. I've been thinking about it for years now, but I do the same thing. I'll be thinking like, I've been also getting outside more. So I've been traveling and stuff, going to different things. And I'm like, is this going to impose on things that I might want to do away from the house? But people say chickens are like it's not that consuming of your life.
Yeah. I think because I noticed a long time ago, Lead Farmer said he wouldn't do quail, right? He said he would not do quail. Now he got quail. He has quail. I think it's interesting. But to me, now that I think about it, it seems like you have to do a little bit more with quail because if they leave the coop, they don't come back. It's just like things they don't do. Whereas a chicken, to me, is like the best pet. You don't have to walk them. They walk themselves all day long. They wake up when the sun rises, and when the sun is going down, they are finding a place to roost for the night, and that is where they sit. They do not move unless something comes in there and disturbs them. That's where they are all night, and they just do that every day. When I went to Africa in 23, I had my neighbor come over, Marcos. I know you done heard Marcos before.
Yes.
He came over the fence with the ladder. I don't know why he just didn't use the door, but he used the ladder. It came over. It fed the chickens. Calling me. But other than that, if I were to let them out, which eventually I'm probably when my fruit trees get bigger in the grass area, I want to move the whole coop over there because then they'll have coverage and then nosy neighbors can't see anything. I'll just have the coop right there, and then they can be out. They can be foraging through the grass because I know Led said because his chickens are always out, he has food. He doesn't spend money on food because they're out there eating bugs and everything else. So it's pros and cons. You do stuff like I put the food grade diatomaceous earth in their food to help them get rid of worms. I have the dusting bath, and I put the diatomaceous earth in there and like older soil and maybe some ash and stuff, and that's how they bathe and get mites and stuff off. Apple cider vinegar in their water. I miss Micro Farmer. Actually, me and him used to talk all the time outside of YouTube, and I just haven't heard from him. I haven't seen from him, but he knew a lot about chickens and rabbits and all of that.
And I thought I heard Micro was back, but maybe he's not. And this was a while ago. I heard he was back under another name, but this was months ago.
Okay.
I haven't seen him. So I don't know. But he did know a lot when it came to those things.
I say just take your time because, it is a bit of responsibility. But once you have them, I don't think you would get rid of them unless you absolutely had to. I saw one guy about a year or two ago, and he said, me and my wife, we had decided to get chickens. I think he worked for like the FDA or that other place that I do inspections, the recalls on. Oh, it was in like a documentary, like a food documentary.
Okay.
And he said ever since like in the 80s or 90s when somebody got sick from salmonella or something, he said him and his wife decided to get chickens. And he was like, oh, we'll keep chickens a few years. And he's like, we've had our chickens for decades. He's like, I will not get rid of my chickens. Because he said it's better for me to have my own eggs and my own stuff than me going to the store because of what he saw in the field. Looking at, the E. coli and people being sick, he had to do reports. So I don't think I would go back to not having chickens unless I just didn't have my house anymore and I just couldn't have them.
Yeah.
So
I can see that. Hey, Chevelle. I could see that if it was, something like that. It's once I get it set up, like everything done that I'm doing out there. When I tell y'all I've been working, y'all have no idea. Like I finally got to the point that it's not even making my body hurt anymore. But at first, every day I got up, I was sore, but I was still doing what I needed to get done.
Yeah.
It's so much. And then I kept finding these deals. So now I done bought all this soil because I got to fill my new bed. So I was like, I might as well be on top of it since it's on clearance.
I saw that video with the soil.
And I went in there. I didn't even have a cart. I just was walking around. I was like, let me go back there and just see what they had. And they knew it's predatory. Why is it clearance?
Mm-hmm.
But it was my favorite soil, so I was like, yeah, let me stock up. I think I bought 12 bags of that stuff.
Oh, that's not even enough for me. I get my soil, of course, from the nursery. I love Cherry Valley Nursery. I drive past it to get on the freeway every time I go to work. And luckily it's not open when I'm getting on the freeway. But if it was open, I'll probably be really late for work because I'll be like, oh, I need something, knowing I don't need nothing. But when I go there, I'll spend like $100 or $2 on soil just so I can stock up and have it. And there's soil booster. I like that because it has a lot of stuff in it too.
Yeah.
But no, I feel you. But I want to ask you, are you getting rid of the community garden?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I talked about that Friday.
Yeah.
So what I decided is I was like, I don't need grass. What do I need grass for? In the back anyway. Because my backyard is completely fenced. It's privacy fenced.
Yeah.
And I had the greenhouse back there and most of my yard was garden. And I had this small part of my garden that I hadn't touched. I mean, not garden, small part of my yard that I hadn't touched. But I'm like, I have no reason not to though. So I decided, you know what, we're going to cover and we're going to make that side container garden. And the other side will still be my raised beds, but I have to replace them because they were falling apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I posted when I pulled up the first one. Me saying that I took down the raised bed is very loosely spoken. When I tell you, I literally just pull them and it's like, like it's not together. It's literally just there. So I'm not doing any work to pull those out. The work I have to do is I want my soil. So, because I've been working that soil for years in those beds. So I'm shoveling out all that soil and putting it into my 65-gallon leaf bag.
Okay.
And then I used those until I didn't have no room with that anymore. And then I started putting them in those tubs that I just did a video on that I found at Home Depot.
Okay.
So I have like 4 of those, maybe even 5, filled with soil from those beds. I finally got those beds all kind of taken care of. So now I got to go through and still move stuff out of that space because I'm going to put more landscape cover down. I just got to get it all the way right and before I put the new beds in there and then fill them. So yeah, I want to still be able to grow a lot. My main reason I loved having a community garden is because it gave me a place to grow my binding things.
Okay.
So now with me starting containers on the other side, that's where my binding stuff is going to be. So my squash, my melons, and my sweet potatoes, things that vine out like that, they'll be over there.
Yeah.
So that is the plan. Other things will be over there, but they will definitely be over there, and it won't give me my OCD issues. That's what I had in the other garden because I'm trying to grow all these other things, and then I had squash. When I grew that honey nut squash, it was so prolific in my bed. It was like Little Shop of Horrors. The plant from Little Shop of Horrors that was everywhere.
Yeah,
it was that.
I wish my squash was doing that.
Oh my God, it was stressing me out because I was like, why is it? it was going across 3 beds. It was coming out into the yard. It was diagonally going this way. It was one plant. One plant.
It said the community garden didn't
I'm about
help.
to sock him out. We're not listening to anything he said.
You know what? I can't say nothing about. The only time melons grew well for me was 2019. I swear to God. Every year now, it has not grown. I said, okay, but I'm not going to give up because in 2019, I grew them. And so I know that I can grow them. So it has to be a me error. But I have like two tiny little, I swear they're about that big, melons. And I'm like, oh.
The only time I grew watermelon is when I grew them here. Every time I tried to grow them at the community garden, I don't have as much success. Now I do have watermelon growing there, so I am being honest about that. There is watermelon growing there. Everyone will see the watermelon that grows there. I can't guarantee how big those watermelon are going to get, but they're growing.
Yeah.
But when I grew them here, that was how Watermelon War started. Because Broke had weighed his watermelon, and I was like, oh. When I harvest mine, I'll weigh. It was very innocent. It was like, oh, when I harvest mine, I'll weigh it because I didn't know that was what people did. So I was like, I'll weigh mine, and it weighed a pound more than Broke. And that's why he's always like, well, I didn't see you zero out the scale, and I didn't see this, and I didn't see that. I said, don't play with me. Don't play with me. You know I don't do that like
big
that.
Baby sore loser.
So Watermelon War started, I want to say the year after that.
Okay.
Because we was trash talking about this 1 pound. And I was like, and ever since then, my watermelon, that was when I transitioned to where I was growing it and I wasn't getting as much of success at the community garden. So I'm hoping that bringing them back here, I will get my watermelon again.
So how much, now I'm interviewing you, like it's your channel. But anyway, how much do you pay for the community garden? Because I'm cheap.
It's very inexpensive. It is. Okay. When I first started it was $40 a year.
Oh, okay.
And I can garden year round. And that's 800 square feet is how much space I have. And it's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
This year it went up and it's $60 a year, which I still think is a deal. That is for year round. Now, if you want to just garden for the spring, it's half of that. Okay. So it's $30 if you just want to plot. They have a section of their space that is for seasonal gardeners. And then they have a section that's for year-round gardeners. Because year-round gardeners have access to the plots year-round. Yeah. At the end of the season, they changed the code so that seasonal gardeners can't get in.
Okay.
So they shut down.
I've been watching for 2 years now. This is been the quietest watermelon wars ever. I'm coming for
it's struggle bus. It's struggle bus out here. However, I wonder if not Urban Garden Chronicles, is it Urban Garden Homestead or something like that?
It might be Urban Garden Homestead.
She has some decent size, and I don't know if she's in Watermelon War, so I'm not going to talk about how big they were, just in case she is and she's doing the video. Yeah. But I don't know. She might be. If she's in Watermelon Wars, y'all better
watch out.
We might have a queen.
Better watch out, Peppa.
I've seen the scale.
Yeah, I was like, well, let me see if I can grow. I need to put them in the right space because my old strawberry bed next to my shed, I recently just got rid of 5 garden beds because they were just like unnecessary in the way. And I have 2 sitting here in my hallway. Every watermelon war is quiet for Gina. Stop it. Evil.
Terrible. Look, if he gonna keep spending money to make his comments, keep it coming. I like money.
You know what? I take it back. Keep it coming.
Right. I like money. Look, he about to pay for my chicken coop. Keep it coming.
But I'm getting rid of that old strawberry patch. I just let it die. So I gotta pull out everything and I actually have two newer garden beds sitting in the hallway, and I want to put them right there. So I'm already having ideas. Maybe for fall season, I'll probably put my onions and garlic and stuff right there, and also throughout the whole bed. And then do something else. I'm gonna try to grow Brussels sprouts again this year. We'll see.
Yeah.
I grow them, but then they don't do good. So it you know what? I am the weakest link. I think I need to do better because I'll start off good, but like yesterday, I had to take my mom. My mother had a procedure yesterday, so I wasn't at home, and then I just fizzle out. I'll be like,
yeah,
like I'm so tired. But I got out there this morning and watered. So we see. But the melons, I'm just like so sad. I'm like, I really wanted watermelons, but I got a lot of blueberries. I got a lot of plums. My pomegranate, I have a video I'm gonna pop up today. My pomegranates are out there going crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. My cucumbers lasted, I swear, 2 weeks. They did good as seedlings. I put them in the bed. They grew like crazy, and then they just got infested with everything, no matter what I did.
Mine too.
I was like, and this is the first time this year my tomatoes, like I have like 2 little containers of tomatoes, so I eat some every day, but I usually have like tomatoes everywhere, and I'm canning spaghetti sauce and stuff like that. Not this year.
Me too. I decided to take my tomatoes to the community garden. Everything I grow here does well.
Yeah.
This is the first year my cucumbers did not do well, but I put them in a bed with the comfrey, and my comfrey is so overbearing. So I don't know if it's because the comfrey was kind of shading out. I don't know why my cucumbers did not do as well. So I'm not going to do that again next year. They're not going in the bed with the comfrey. Yeah. But like when I had tomatoes here, every year, I'm like you, I was canning up tomatoes like crazy of all types of things. My peppers, crazy. Melons, crazy. A cantaloupe and watermelon did great. Squash, Brussels sprouts. I grew Brussels sprouts for the first time last year. I got Brussels sprouts.
See, I'll get them, but well, number one, Brussels sprouts is an aphid, attractor. It attracts aphids like crazy. I know that for a fact. So I'm going to try to grow a lot because I love Brussels sprouts. I love chopping them up, frying them up with some bacon and oil, and I just love them. So I'm probably going to put them in the bed next to my, whatchamacall those things, Lord, artichokes.
Yes.
Artichokes.
They need space, though. I will tell you, they need space. Their root system has a long root system. So I don't know how they did well for me last year because I really didn't have them in a lot of soil, but they kind of bent the at the bottom, but they still grew up and then so they found a way to spread their roots. And then this year I did the same thing.
So I think that tall garden bed will do good for it though, because that's where I have my eggplants and my peppers. Last year my eggplants and peppers didn't do good. So, but this year they did. So, well, 3 of the plants did good. 3 of the pepper plants. The eggplants, they're doing good. So I'm going to plant those a little bit differently. But now that I think about it, I'll put those Brussels sprouts in that tall garden bed.
Yep. And I think they will be great there because I'm doing eggplant for the first time this year. And I saw she came in. Hey, Veggie Farming sent me the Rosa Bianca, I think it's called.
Oh, yes. Those are good.
And the plants are doing great. And I think that I see about 4 eggplants about to come on. Now, mind you, the temperature's changing here. So I really do hope I get them.
You'll get them.
I have 3 plants out there, and then I have like 3 or 4 pepper plants that were just randomly still here. And I was like, let me put them in a bed. So if I get peppers on them. If not, I don't. I have peppers growing at the community garden. But this next year, I'm like, I don't know. the soil so much better here. And plus, I was growing in ground out there. Our ground is clay, and
Okay.
I just don't have the proper equipment to really work that soil to get it very loose and open
Yeah.
so that things can grow well in it. Because I would always look at my neighbor, the Asian couple that's next to me, and I talked to him this year actually about it. And he said, "Yeah, he's been gardening out there over 10 years." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm always working my soil up. His soil is so fluffy and
I bet it
loose,
is.
but he's been working on it for so long, and everything grows so uniform for him out there. I get that here because I
Okay.
control it in my beds because I during the winter, the fall and the winter, I do a lot of compost in place. So my food scraps, I will just dig a hole and put in there, and my beds love that. Like the food just grows like crazy in them.
Okay.
So I'm like, that's why I saved my soul because I was like, I want my soul. Like I worked I worked on this soil for a long time, so I have all that soil to put into the new raised beds, and then I'll add to it some of the soil that I bought if I need to.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna put the wood that I took from the beds I took apart at the very bottom because they're breaking up anyway, and I'll let them just decompose over years, whatever.
Be careful with that because, well, I don't know how termites are in Ohio, but
Yeah.
you don't,
I don't.
well,
I've never had a problem with it, but I am in a brick house myself, so that could be why. But I know what you're saying for the wood.
yeah. So I am
Yeah.
not a good composter at all. Like I tried it in the beginning. I don't, and I just think it. No, you know what? It's not a time thing. I'm just not a good composter. I'm not.
Yeah.
Somebody want to give me some compost. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't take the time to till it. I was like, I'll do this, and then something happened. I was like, you know what? I'll let composting go. And I've heard people say, oh, it's better if you do this or whatever. I still get a harvest. I still eat.
Yes. Yeah.
I got chicken poo. I got super juice. I got
Hmm.
my indoor composter. I put all my food scraps in there, and I
Hmm.
use that as a fertilizer. And of course, I use my old soil, and I still have some
Yeah.
amendments I put in there. And now I'm gonna try that molasses thing that Mama Linda, New Orleans gardener, was talking about. Molasses and water. Get a gallon of water and put maybe
Oh.
a cup of molasses in it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try that with a couple of my plants. Probably go get that this weekend because some of my trees, I don't know, my Cadota fig tree, the figs grow, but then they like, maybe because it's in a container, they rot out, like they die real quick. Whereas
Yeah.
my black mission, they grow and they stay hardy, and as soon as I pick
Yeah.
one, I'm eating it, you know.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
Cadota is newer than the Black Mission, but I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try it on my hibiscus tree, hibiscus plants too, because they're growing, but I only got a couple of flowers, a couple of
Okay.
calyx, and I did take them and take out the seeds, so I can plant some next year, but I'm gonna try the molasses. She said try the molasses and water in your plants, and sometime that kind of brings them back to life. But I'll probably
Okay.
be taking down the tomatoes and just pulling any green tomatoes I see and just cutting them down this weekend and just letting the garden bed rest. Because I just looked at
Yeah.
those tomato plants. I said, there ain't no saving y'all.
Yeah. And when I talk about composting, I'm like, look, when Bro be talking about he a lazy gardener, I can be a lazy gardener. When I eat a watermelon and there's the rind left, even though I know that there's other things I can do with the rind, I just haven't gotten to that level yet with that. I
Yeah.
just cut it up, not even small, just not to where it's just big chunk of rind,
Mm-hmm.
and I just put those big pieces of rind in the ground and they break down. I
Okay.
don't be doing anything, or like if I'm juicing, I'll put my pulp in there and I'll just dump all the pulp in there. If I'm doing a soup or something or a broth or something, all that vegetable that's afterwards, I'll just make a hole and put it in there. I ain't doing nothing special. I don't have a compost base. I just because I seen people do it. I'm like, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to be turning stuff and all that. I just put it in the ground. Because
Man.
if I was out in nature, I just throw it on the ground,
Yeah.
right?
I'm a master gardener, and we have a grow lab in Riverside, a really nice grow lab. And so I needed to do some hours, so I went and volunteered. And they are serious about that composting. And they're like, can you break this up or whatever? And I was like, and this is why I don't compost, because I do enough tilling, trying to get rid of grubs. And that's another thing. I have so many pests. So I'm like in a suburban country area, but there's a school behind me. There's a street behind me. For some reason, every rodent, squirrel, possum, hawk, everything lands. I don't understand. I'm in between two big houses, and everything lands in my yard. And I just be sitting there like, there is a horse park up the street. There's a dog park. No.
They like your yard. Now, I do get the squirrels. The squirrels are menace in my yard. I will get the occasional rabbit in my yard. And birds, they're menace as well. And keep them coming. Keep them coming.
Lord.
And but you know what they haven't messed with people was warning me that they probably would, was my figs. Every fig that has been ready to be picked off of that fig, my Chicago Hardy fig tree, I've eaten every single one of them.
I've had, it was one of my cadotas. Something bit into one of my cadotas. I don't know if you've seen that video where I found that dead squirrel in the yard. And she just like, and people was like, is she asleep? I was like, I don't think they sleep like this. Because she had dug like two big old openings, and I had my landscaper close it up. And I'm just watering, and I looked, and I was like, fluffy tail. I was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's her. Because I seen her. Precious, that's because you got all the good food. Thank you.
That's why you said all the stuff come to your yard.
Man, well, that squirrel wasn't very smart, because I got an almond tree back there. I'm like, you could get all the almonds you want. It was trying to get to my chicken food. I caught it one morning. It must didn't hear me come out. And so now I put like up some like wire and bricks by the door opening, because even the outside birds fly in there. Like, I have them caged in, but I can't close everything, so I got to get in and out of there. And all of a sudden I looked, and I seen the chickens making noise, and I seen this little claw with a gray hand, and I was like, get out of here. And I seen that fluffy tail. I was like, oh. And then she went into Marco's yard, and Marco's got like tomatoes and persimmon trees. He got food over there.
Okay.
So, but Marco's got a gun, and he have a machete, and he be waiting over the gopher hole like this. And I'm like, it's not gonna pop up by. I'm like, what are you gonna do?
But if it do, whack-a-mole.
You're right. She is, Sean. Girl, that squirrel was being greedy. I'm like, come on, there is actual, like, I don't want you eating my, like, they be tearing up those plums, but my Santa Rosa plums, they grow so much that even the animals can't eat them all. I'm like, oh, you can have that one. I just throw stuff to the ground, and then I take all the plums that I want. But yeah, she was being greedy. I was like, and that's when I had the little chickens.
I keep a bird feeder in the front of my yard to try to keep the squirrels out the back, because they are greedy, and so they'll eat out my bird feeder.
Okay. And see, I want a fountain. I want to put a fountain, and I've been debating about putting a bird feeder, but I was Epic Gardener, Kevin from Epic Gardener. He says he buys his bird food from a certain place, and I guess it has, I have to look at the video again, but they put like a pepper coating on top so that squirrels and other stuff won't want it, but it doesn't affect the birds.
Oh, I know. I buy enough for both. The birds get it, and the squirrels.
The squirrels.
So I don't have a problem with it. And I get it at, we have this place called Royal King, which is like it's almost like a Tractor Supply, because they do a lot of the supplies for people who have like homesteads. So have horses, pigs, goats, stuff like that. A lot of the stuff they would need for that.
I'm looking at
And
Pepper.
rookie.
He said they just be hating. Take a few bites. And man, last year the tomatoes, I made sure to put these mesh over my tomatoes because they were just like, no.
They do. They say that's because they're thirsty. That's what I've heard. I don't know.
They're haters. They are. I think they do it on purpose. Like, you're not going to eat it.
You know what I like is when I see that they took a bite of one of my hot peppers. I'd be like, I hope your mouth fell off. I'd be so like, enjoy.
Man.
I'd be like, I hope your whole lip just fell to the ground.
Like when I first saw my plums getting ready, I was like, ooh, look at that plum. It looks so pretty. And I went and checked. It was fine. That squirrel must have been watching me because the next day, crunch, I turned it around. I was like, ooh.
Oh, they took all my apples though. All my apples this year. Wow. Last year didn't touch my apple. I had one apple last year. They didn't touch it. All I had was one apple actually grow on my tree. I was able to eat it. This year, both trees were loaded and they took every single one. Girl, you scared the life out of me. Girl, that's my daughter.
Hello. Somebody said, I saw some metal mesh bags for fruits, but the review said the critters still got through them. So I have some mesh bags, like if you're planting trees, you can put the tree in a mesh bag and plant it in the soil. And so hopefully that helps with like gophers, so like it stops them. But I haven't used them yet. I've just been protecting my whole garden beds from gophers.
Yeah, she scared the life out of me. I didn't hear her come in my house. That's my oldest child. So she was opening my door. I'm like, who's opening my office door? Anyway.
My mother is she's infamous. Like I'll be on a call, like I'll have on these. I'll be working. I'll be like, yeah, she'll come in here. Like, and she'd be like, are you working?
No, I just got the
I got 3 screens. I'm like, don't you see the people on the screen?
Right.
I'll be like, that's why a lot of times I turn off my cameras and I'll be on mute. I'm like, so Pasca, she just walk in, she be like, I got some bacon for you.
I love it. Like I'm like, when she walked in, I'm like, oh, I know what she came for. It's sitting on the couch in the living room right when she walked. She was like, I know, I saw it. She just wanted to see me.
Oh, well, see, that's good. My mother, she's doing a lot better today because last night she looked at me. She's like, I can tell you were tired. So we had to be at the hospital at 5 a.m. So that means
always early.
Always early. So we left at 4, which means I was up at 3. Like I put on the clock at the last possible minute. And I made sure Wednesday night to fill up the chicken stuff so I didn't have to worry about them. Got there at 5. And then they took her in around 7:30. And they had to put her all the way under. So her fistula went out in this arm. It's been out for months. So they've been doing like vein analysis where to put the new one. So in the meantime, she had a chest port. So they had to move the chest port to the left. And then they put a fistula graft over here. But this is going to take time to mature. So in the meantime, she still got to have dialysis here.
I was going to say, is that for her dialysis?
Yeah. And they couldn't leave it here because they wanted to make sure that this new one wasn't going to get blocked. Clotted out. So they took her out around 10:45 because they give you text messages. Okay, patient's coming out. And then I didn't see her till 1 o'clock because they had on the board, like they number, waking up. I finally went to last. Like she's been waking up for about 2 hours now. Oh. But she is almost 80. So, it takes some time. And then finally, we probably didn't leave till about it was after 2 o'clock. Because I was like, well, we're going to have to catch the streets home because by 2 o'clock in Southern California, traffic is
I hear. I
Yeah,
hear.
yeah,
I hear. Hey,
yeah.
Siege. Hey, Brampton. And I saw Miss Cheryl come
Yes.
in. How
Hi,
everybody
Michelle.
doing?
So yeah, I got her home, and then I had to get her settled. And by the time I was done with that, it must have been like 5 o'clock. I left the trash cans outside because I had to take the trash cans out. Usually it's Wednesday, but do it Thursday. I didn't bring them trash cans into this morning. I was like, I am so exhausted. That was like a 12-hour shift yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
5 to 5. Well, 3 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
So 14-hour shift.
Well, I hope it work out because I know how when they're trying to get somewhere where they can keep it as a steady place to do the dialysis, it's always the concern of infections, of your vein, just like,
Yes.
just giving out. It's so many complications to it.
Yeah.
And they know that there's some spots that it's better to have it than others. They use I don't think they care to do the chest ports as much. Back in the day they did them, but I think that they create infection faster.
Mm-hmm. You have to
Because my
really,
mom, they had that with her and they didn't like it. She had
yeah.
hers like kind of near her neck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's
Hmm.
like up here.
Hmm.
And they put it, this sounds good. My mom's like, I hate this thing. It feels like an extra titty. She said that. I was like, she told the doctor that. I'm like, don't tell the doctor that. She said, that's what it feels
Listen,
like.
she just being honest.
I'm like, keep that to yourself.
She probably made that doctor's day.
I feel like I need to strap it with a bra.
I love it. I love it. She probably made his day.
I was like, oh, okay. Yeah,
Hmm.
she be coming out of that anesthesia. She funny. She be saying all kind of stuff. And then she don't have
Listen.
her hearing aids on. Like I told her today, I was like, oh, I put your breakfast on the stove. And she was like, what you do with my phone code? I was like, I hate you, those hearing aids.
I love it.
Somebody said I did, oh,
That's
peritoneal
pepperoni.
dialysis. Oh, really? So
Mm-hmm.
do you know what peritoneal is? So they learned
Mm-mm.
about peritoneals from frogs because they don't have kidneys. We study
Mm-hmm.
everything from nature. That's how man's able to do stuff. So they have a peritoneal system and they use it naturally, this system inside our stomach, our abdomen. And so
Mm-hmm.
they use that instead of the blood kidney dialysis. So I think he was saying he did it for 10 years, which is good. So, oh, RIP to your mom. So did my mom. RIP at Pepper Rookie. Sorry about that, Simple Bill.
Yeah, sorry to hear that, Bill.
Yeah. So, and that's for me. It's hard when she goes into surgery because she's 77. So I just
Yep.
do a lot of prayer. I'm
Yep.
like, is she gonna come?
And they only gonna do it if they have to, because they don't want to do it when they're that
Mm-hmm.
age.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and she refused to get to be on the transplant list. She was like, she said, I've lived my life. She'll be 78 next year. She she told me, she was like, she said, I want to live. She said, but I'm also tired. And then when you get a kidney transplant, they put you on another set of medications because
Because they got to make sure your body doesn't reject it. I mean,
yes,
it's a whole process
yes,
of years because they got to keep on. The first year is probably the most strenuous, and then
yes,
it kind of settles down. But still, even after that, they got to keep checking and make sure you're putting out well.
mm-hmm.
Everything is still doing. It's a lot, and the
it's
meds to keep make sure that your body doesn't, reject. It's a lot.
it's a lot. So she was saying, you know what? She said, I have enough keeping up with the stuff that I'm on already. So she said,
Hmm.
I'm good. I don't want to do it. But she's been on it since 2018.
Hmm.
So we're going to see it's almost in another year and a half or so. No, 2 years. It'll be 10 years she's been on
Okay.
dialysis. So she still produces her own urine.
Hmm.
She hasn't stopped. That hasn't stopped. So,
Hmm.
and my friend who's a nurse, she sees us because I think we look better now than we did 10, 12 years ago, because we were like really big compared to now. And she said, you guys look so healthy. And she said, with you growing your food and making her eat healthy and more natural than organic, because, not truly organic, but more natural, she's, doing good. I said, well, I'm trying to keep her at home as long as I can, as long as she don't switch up and think I'm some stranger and try to stab me in the face or something.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, Good Eats. It's been a minute.
Hey there, Good Eats. Yes, I have.
Siege, if you still in my chat, I need to hit you up, girl. We need to talk. I mean to do it. Hey, Soul Diva. How you doing, sis?
15 meds, Peppa. 15 meds. Oh, so you had a transplant. 15 meds. Oh my God. How many meds do you have now? See what I mean? I don't even like taking
no. When you talk, listen, I don't like taking just aspirin.
Thank you.
I don't like taking medicine. So if I'm taking something, I really don't feel good. But that's why this year my growing was so intentional. And that's why my term was producing with purpose, because I literally got a stomach virus last year. And the one thing I felt like was going to help is some mint tea. And I harvested none of my mint.
Okay.
So I didn't have any mint. And I was like, Gina, you can't grow the things and not harvest the things. You got to harvest and preserve so that when stuff happens, you have these things. So this year I was just more intentional about not just what I was growing, but what I was going to do with those items as I harvested them, so that I had things, that I would need. And then I looked more into what things to grow that would help with certain things.
Yeah.
And I didn't grow all the things. Don't get me wrong, because I have so many herbs that are medicinal that I did not grow. But every year I'll do something more. And that way, just like now I'm looking here, I have the toothache plant. I didn't grow that this year.
Me neither.
I may next year. Me
neither.
So, every year I'll grow something, and then I'll just kind of stock up my little apothecary section of my, my shelves.
That's what I want to do. I want to do an apothecary. I do have a lot of dried mint. I dried a lot of mint last year.
Oh, this year I did.
Yeah. But getting back to the chickens, when you don't have time to harvest and then you do harvest, if you are not able to use it, give it to your chickens.
Yeah.
You don't. The thing from my channel with last year and this year is no waste, and it'll probably be next year too. No waste. No waste. And so I'm giving it to the chickens, and then the birds too. The other birds that's coming around, they're going there and eat it. Anyone else worried about Precious is gonna blow away? Girl, it's hot. Plus the menopause.
That's why I started smiling. I knew you was hot. Look, she in California, y'all.
Girl, I got ceiling fan.
Look, Brampton is in my zone. She's Canada. She's zone 6.
Girl, let me fly. Let the air fly me away. Yeah, it's so hot out here with the hot flashes. And then me being cheap. Well, I'm not being cheap. My electric bill at the end of the year last year was like $3,700 at the end of the year. So
that's 1 month?
No, that was just
that was accumulative
for the
whole year. Okay, so let's do some math.
I said that's about $257 a month.
I don't like that zone, but I'm gonna look. I'm gonna live there.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. And I've been having to cut a lot and budget a lot. I said, okay, I had to get 2 ceiling fans fixed. The one in my bedroom and the one in the living room were not working. I had to get new receivers from them. So I'm like, we are running ceiling fans all year long. And then when it starts getting close to 100, I'll cut on the air conditioner for a couple of days because that's making everybody suffer. And that's just ridiculous. But this week we're having a cool down. So I told my mom, I was like, do you want me to turn on the air? She's fine. Older people.
Typically, yes. Yeah, they be cool.
Mm-hmm. She's like,
Yeah.
ooh, I like it. And she has her fan on. And sometimes she'd be like, I'm hot. And I'm like, why don't you have your fan on? She'd be like, I didn't feel like getting up to turn it on. I'm like, I'll turn it on. Or just, the ceiling fan. Because I made sure when I bought this house, I had the thing to put a ceiling fan in every room. And I think like a month later, we went to Lamps Plus. I was like, I want that one. I want that one. I want that one. Got a ceiling fan in every room.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the hot flashes is kicking. So it's a fan coming this way. And then I got the ceiling fan. Because I'm sitting in my office with all these computers. So I got to have, air circulating in here. You can't have it too hot with the computers. So yeah, Graves' disease.
I don't know what that is. Hey, Skilly, I saw Skilly come in, and I saw somebody else come in. Who was that?
Grab disease. What's grab disease?
I don't know what that is. Hey, Jay, I just saw Jay. Oh, PIA. Hey, Tracy.
Graves' disease. Oh,
Graves. Okay. Graves. Little stupid spell check.
It'd be messing me up. Miss Linda be like, "What are you saying?" And I'm like, let me
type Don't tell me what I'm trying to say. Say what I've typed.
Thank you. Be changing it. I have no ceiling fans in my house. Man.
I have them in every room except for my bedroom. My bedroom was a build on. That's the only, and I didn't build it on. But that's the only reason it doesn't have already have what's there for the ceiling fan, but all my other rooms have it.
Yeah, they were like, "Do you want?" I was like, "Ceiling fans." I would
have had one if I could, because I just replaced 5 in this house.
Wow. Yeah,
because they were the ones that came with it when I got different, nicer ones because they were dated and all that stuff. And then the lighting part of it was the glass. It was just a whole thing. So I was like, let's just put new ones in. Everywhere.
Yeah. Lamps Plus always got a sale going on. So I had to get receivers and new remotes for the one in my room and one in my living room just to get the parts. Probably came up to $200. I have a real big one. It looks like almost like airplane propellers. That's why I picked it. And I have an electrician that came out and fixed both of them for $150. So altogether $350, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
I was like, no. Yeah. Now if they break down again, I'm just gonna replace them fully and just get new ceiling fans. But
yeah. I'm not familiar with Graves' disease myself. However, it's a good thing your doctor is saying that you can use herbs. So I know there is a book, a medicinal book. The thing is, I'm not going to be able to find it quick because I had somebody send it to me, but I talked to this person a lot, so it's going to be deep in our text thread. But there are some medicinal herb books that give you the combination of what you need for certain ailments. Do you have it?
I think I do because last year I ordered a whole bunch of books like the medicinal herbs you need, stuff like that. I'm looking right now.
Yeah.
I have 3 crates. I think they're in one of these crates. But I got those books.
Yes. What I'll do is I'm gonna make myself a note, Soul Diva. So if you are available on Sundays live, I will have a picture of the book so that I can show it to you because it's an Amazon find, the one the person sent me. Tia does a lot of apothecary stuff. TT's Urban Pantry.
Yeah. I need to watch her because I'm trying to do. If I do one more thing, my mother's she'd be like, Precious, you make this, you do this, you got chickens, I'll be like, it's my house.
Girl. Make all the things.
I'm like, it is my house. And then when I do it, she'd be like, oh, this was a good thing. I'd be like, be quiet. That's what I'm doing.
But yeah, I definitely say do all the things because then you know what's going on in your body. And just think about what the doctor said about how much better you both look with the changes that you made. And just like something as simple as growing mint so that you can have mint. You can have mint for so many reasons. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. They are good. It's good in so many things. But when you have an upset stomach, to have that tea to sip on, and I like mint tea,
I
but I
love it.
always bought the kind that you had in stores. I wanted my own mint. I was like, I want mint that I grew, and I didn't harvest any. I was so disappointed in myself.
But the mint, so any of the herbs and teas and stuff that we grow is automatically better because the big corporations, when they grow stuff and they harvest it, like the tea, they harvest it with all the twigs and stuff. That's why people say that American tea is so much more bitter. But when you grow it yourself, like chamomile, you're making sure to get the flowers and make sure the stem is not on it.
Yeah.
And it's, I swear, chamomile tea is way more potent, the stuff that
Mm-hmm.
I grow, than what's in that store. It's way more potent. The
Yep.
peppermint tea, everything that I grow, because we're taking the time to use the leaves and not the stems and certain things, it's
Mm-hmm.
way more potent.
Yep.
And you're saving money. You just have
You
pounds and pounds of it and you saving money and it's yours.
and that's why I wanted to do it because it's so you can get these things online. You can order it,
Mm-hmm.
but why would I pay money for somebody to send me what they grew when I could grow my own?
Yep.
So that's my
Yep.
attitude with it. And then like every year I always try to add something to the garden. So one of my green stocks this year, it was nothing but herbs in there. And it will probably be the same thing next year.
Yep.
I'll just probably switch them up because I did a lot of thyme and rosemary and stuff like that this year. Next year it will might be something, some other stuff in there. But
Yeah.
I definitely want to build up a little bit of an apothecary, and I'm trying different things like the fermented garlic and honey. That's my
Mm-hmm.
first time doing that.
Okay.
But I saw that and I was like, I want to try that as a natural. It's a natural pre to getting any illness, and it also helps once you get a cold or something to break up the congestion and your cough and stuff. So that's usually the one thing most people when they're getting sick now have the hardest time getting over is the cough.
Yes.
It's like the cough lingers. You should pay somebody to go.
He's still on the watermelon. Lord.
Guess who gonna catch hands on site? Like I think that they think I'm nicer than I am. I'm not that nice. It's on site, man. On site.
Like,
So if I pull up to arm next year and you're at arm, just don't be shocked when I lay you out.
oh my goodness, he's still on the watermelon. Lord.
Don't be shocked.
But
Yeah.
so
Don't call me violent either. I'm just you know.
so I grew echinacea this year, and I saw that you grew echinacea. You
I
had a
did not
lot
grow
of
that
it.
echinacea.
It just popped up on its own.
It grew wild in the brush of the community garden area, not even in my garden space. This was across from my garden
Oh,
space. I said, I bet you I'll be harvesting that.
yes, yes. So I'm learning more. I'm learning more about it, and some people say wait a year or wait 2 years before you harvest it. Some people say don't harvest like the main flower or you'll kill the plant.
Oh.
So what I did was I harvested the flowers around it. Some of the
Mm-hmm.
main ones still died, but then some more came up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm definitely going to learn more about it because I did harvest me some flowers, and my friends are visiting from out of the country, and one of them wasn't feeling well. So I gave them some tea with butterfly pea flowers, some echinacea, and some chamomile. That
Mm-hmm.
stuff, it made her, she said, girl, that made me run to the restroom. And she said, I feel so much better.
Mm-hmm.
So I got me some echinacea. But I remember you were saying that you tried to grow it or you couldn't grow
I
it.
have. I'm gonna try again next year, but I didn't. I think you told me to cold stratify it or something.
Stratify it.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that for next year because I wanna do like a literal like nice sized planter of nothing but echinacea.
Yeah. Yeah. I decided I stratified it for a long time. Like it said like 2 days to 12 weeks. And I think, not that I forgot about it, I just kept getting busy. So I think I did it for like 12 weeks. And I got the seeds from Baker's Creek. And then I went and planted them as seedlings, and they did okay.
Okay.
And I got them. So I'm gonna do it again. I think you're
Now,
supposed.
are they perennials? Does it come back?
I think they can come back, but I'm gonna see. I thought the same thing with artichoke. So I had asked Miss Linda. I said, I think we on her members live, and I said, do artichokes come back? Because that's what I thought. And she said they can come back. And that's what I heard. So I'm going to get the seeds off of my artichokes, because I let a lot go to flower, because I got a lot of artichokes this year. And then I'm going to cut them back. And then I'm going to, put good, like a soil booster, and water them in and everything for this season. I'm going to cut them back. But I'm still going to plant some more on the other side of that garden bed, because they grow so tall. I think I'm going to add a bag or two of soil after I cut them back, get the seeds, and then I'll add some more seeds to the other side. I think I might do the green globe. I heard that the kind that I grew, because they artichokes get kind of prickly when you cook them. You got to cut off those things. But I heard like the red globe might be more prickly than the green globe. So I'm going to do some more research on that too. But stratify the echinacea, you'll get it. I'm gonna put it
in the fridge right now. It's gonna be in the fridge till spring.
You gotta put it. Yeah, you put it. What I did was
could I just put it in a bed, because I go through winter? So with the winter time, kind of stratify it, and then it come up in the spring.
It might work for you. Maybe for me, because some people say you don't have to stratify it. Some people say that you do. I say do research on it. Okay. And when I stratify them, I put them on a wet paper towel and then in a plastic bag and put them in the refrigerator for weeks and just labeled it. And then I took them out and I planted them.
Okay.
And they didn't root, which was weird. They didn't root at all. They just stayed cold in the refrigerator.
Okay. Yeah, because I've tried it a couple times. This is not a new pack. This is an open pack. But I have, and it does say they're perennial. And I saw Brampton had said it too in the chat. But I just haven't been successful with getting them to grow. So I definitely want to have that. So that, because the ones I did harvest from the community garden, I did dehydrate the leaves for tea. So we'll see. It wasn't a whole bunch.
Yeah. You'll get some. If I got some, people like, oh, you do so good in your garden. I'll be trying and trying and trying and trying in that garden. And some days it don't be working out. I just be like, like I got one apple. I got one food.
That was me last year. I got one Honeycrisp. That's all I got.
I was like, and I kept looking at it and I kept turning it. I was like, is it going to come off? And I finally was able to take it off. Oh, no, I got 1.5 apples because the other one was about that big. It didn't grow. My, what do you call those things? Apricots, those were good. I had to cover them up because stuff was coming for it. The plums, my flat Dutch, my flat donut peach did pretty good.
I saw those.
I think I need to put that one in the ground. So I have some stuff I'm gonna need to have my landscaper put in the ground. But it's what it is. It's just trial and error with everything. Everything we do.
I think I'm gonna try both, Miss JK. She was asking about putting them, just sowing the seeds of the winter. And Soul Diva, definitely harvest your echinacea. This is what I've seen with my research for it, is that you're just the petals is the part that you would dehydrate to use for teas, right?
And leaves.
Yes.
And the leaves.
Yes. Mine didn't have any leaves though. It just had the petals, so I just took all the petals off.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the leaves, as long as they look good. I took a couple of, like I cut them, about they were about that long, because you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to cut them all the way off. And if they
Mm-hmm.
had good leaves on them, I took those leaves off and the petals, and
Okay.
just let them dry. I
Yeah.
just let everything dry on a paper plate, unless you have a lot and you want to clean them, and then you put them in a dehydrator. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I would do. But other than that, my like butterfly peas, I just leave them on a little paper plate. My
Mm-hmm.
chamomile, I just leave them on a paper plate, and I just let them dry in the house. And when
Yeah.
they done, especially the chamomile, I'll turn them over and I'll cut the rest of the little stem off of them, and then
Mm-hmm.
just put them in a little tea thing. And when I'm ready to use them, I have disposable tea bags, and I just stuff the tea bags and pop it in my mug, and
Mm-hmm.
pop it in there with in the Keurig or whatever. But I need to
Mm-hmm.
get better at growing stevia.
I've grown it. I actually have some that I dehydrated and powdered, and I didn't like how it tastes.
Really?
I don't know. Maybe I didn't harvest it at the right time. I don't know, because it
Okay.
wasn't as sweet, and I didn't need it to be like sweet, sweet, because I don't use sugar.
Mm-hmm.
But it had a bitter taste to it to me. Hey,
Okay.
Mike. So I'm like,
Hey,
maybe
Mike.
it was me and not the what is that, stevia.
Veggie says, I have never stratified my echinacea. They grew well from seed. So try. Yeah. I say
That's
try both
that's
ways.
because Veggie is such a master gardener. I get envious every time I watch one of her videos. I love her garden. Like if I could afford to have the really high beds where you don't have to really do any of the bending like that and stuff. And
Yeah.
hers is completely enclosed now. But it was more done for like the situation like with you where you have all these rodents that want to come into your yard and destroy your
Yeah.
stuff. But her thing is so nice. And it was nice before she redid it.
Brampton said that stevia is hard to grow from seed. I heard you got to stratify that too. I
I
just
grew it from I bought a plant from my nursery. My
see
local nursery, they sell stevia.
that's what I would do. I would probably
Mhm.
grow it. You like get a plant. I'm gonna have
But
to go
I
get me
do have
some strawberry
seeds
plants.
somewhere.
So you didn't like it? I felt that way about Miss Linda was telling us about this one vegetable. I forget what you call it, but it grows like a bulb.
It's
But
not the kohlrabi, is it?
kohlrabi. I didn't like
Mhm.
it.
I liked it.
I was like,
It
okay,
was
maybe it's me. And I cut it up, and I was like, how do you eat it? And I was just like, hmm. It was just all right. And after that, I had
okay. I will say that it wasn't to write home about. It was all right. I
yeah,
just sliced it really thin and then I sauteed it and a little oil with some seasonings. It was just a very to me, and I don't know if everybody feels that way when they eat it, but to me it was like a very, very, very mild cabbage. Like it had
oh,
a hint of cabbage flavor to me.
okay. I don't know if I want to take the time to grow it
I
again.
haven't grown it since because I was like, I could just grow cabbage. I like
Mm-hmm.
cabbage,
Yeah, because I was just like,
but they're cute, but they're not necessary.
yeah, they're not. I
Mm-mm.
was just like,
Yeah,
whatever. Are you
yeah.
gonna be in the collards and cabbage challenge,
Who's doing it?
Miss Linda? The New
Yeah,
Orleans.
I'll be in there because I grow cabbage and collards and kale and all the things. Yes.
So
When does it
remember,
start?
it starts September 22nd. You gotta post your first video
And tag
about,
them.
yeah, and tag is her and back to our roots. I guess growing out the box is not part of it. So the first post is September 22nd. The second post has to be up by October 20th. The third one is November 17th, I believe. And the last one is November 24th. Mike would know because Mike is always putting stuff. So if you could just verify what I said, Mike.
Hey, Barb.
Let me see. Hi, Barb.
Yeah, you know what? I usually on like this Sunday, I didn't even go live. I was out there messing in the garden and stuff. And sometimes I'm listening while I'm in the garden, but I don't always catch everything. And then
Yeah.
I'm missing most of the Tuesday night ones. I'll catch them on a replay. So I haven't watched this past Tuesday. And then she was live yesterday, wasn't she?
For members, yeah. Uh,
Oh, because I saw her in my timeline today when I was looking. I was like, why was Miss Linda live yesterday?
yeah, if you a member, the first member, she was like, y'all don't talk about what goes on.
Yeah, member lives is for members.
It's for members. So yeah, it was a good live, but I had almost dealing with my mom, I had almost missed it and I forgot about it. So by the
Mm-hmm.
time I saw it, I guess you know how sometimes you get stuck. And so she had to go off and then do it again. So I caught the last half of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
know that I think Tuesdays are the hardest for me because I get off right at 5.
Mm-hmm.
And but I have my computer sitting here. And so then I try, because it's been so hot, I don't go outside to check. Like I check on the chickens early in the morning, try to
Mm-hmm.
water everything. But usually Mondays and Tuesdays, I don't water in the morning. I water in the evening because I'm going to work.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I do go out there and check on the chickens' eggs and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
one day they surprised me with like 5. I was like, ooh. I was like, yay.
See?
And then sometime they look at me like it is too hot and we don't care about you.
Ah,
No eggs.
listen,
Mm-hmm.
listen. It's coming. When I'm not for sure, but it's coming. I know it is. I know eventually I'm just gonna make the move.
Yeah.
It's just who I am.
Just,
And the fact that I haven't given up on the thought, because at first I was like, nah, I'm just gonna pass on. Then it came back like, no, I think I want to do chickens.
when it's right for you, it will happen. I say, like, I have a cousin that's a doctor. So she could just, like, there's no cap for her on paying for stuff, right? Like her husband just retired. He was a principal of a school. Like they got money. They
Mm-hmm.
travel out of the country every year. So to them, there's no cap on pricing.
Mm-hmm.
I make really good money. I have a rental property, but there is a cap on pricing because the other member that lives in my household is retired and on a fixed income. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
always trying to do stuff to save more money. And California is expensive. Like if I
Yeah.
lived in your state, I might live more like a queen than
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
for the middle class. Like
Mm-hmm.
seriously, I don't know how people live in LA, Orange County, and Ventura County in California. Like, and I think half of them is faking it anyway. They take out 2 and 3 mortgages on their house. So California is expensive. So I have a cap on stuff.
Look,
And
I do too, and I don't care how much money I make. I got a cap.
thank you.
I move like I'm broke.
Yeah, I move like I'm broke. But one thing me and my cousin have in common is, even though she was a doctor, she was selling that jewelry, paparazzi jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
She would
Mm-hmm.
do lives, and she had sold so much one year that she got like a free cruise or
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And she is a doctor. So for me, I'm like you, there is a cap. I even do notary on the side, but there is a cap.
Yep.
So when even though my sedan was paid for, I started having problems. Transmission went out. My mom's car is 21 years old. My other car is 15. I said, one of these cars gonna die. I don't like going to a car dealership when I need a car because you are bound to just pick anything. So
Yep.
I just started planning. And then I was like, do I want to go gas? Do I want to go hybrid? Do I want to go electric? And girl, when that gas in California hit $6 a gallon, I was
Mm-hmm.
at that Bobo dealership like, okay, so I want the green color electric car.
Yep. Yep.
That's what I want. And I can't stand car notes. I was like, I'm gonna have a car note, but I save so much. Like I drive my
Mm-hmm.
sedan twice a week
Mm-hmm.
locally in the area to the market, go get something. Um, that's it. And then I drive my electric car. I drive that one to work. because it doesn't take any gas. And eggs, when I saw eggs started going up and I was already thinking about chickens, I was like, let me just bite the bullet. And I went into Tractor Supply and got my little chickie kit. And then I was looking up where other people, I know, Epic Gardner, he got his chickens from Backyard Chickies in San Diego. And that's where I ordered mine from, because he's in San Diego. He's the one that owns the botanical garden seeds and stuff like that. So that's why I ordered my chickens from. And I got them chickens and I ain't regretted it. Not once.
Yeah.
So when stuff become a cap for me, I'm like, okay.
Yep.
What are we gonna do?
Yep. Listen, I have a cap on everything. I'm not impulsive when it comes to spending my money, because I don't like to see it go.
Yes.
So I think through all my purchases.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we've been going for 2 hours.
Oh, no.
I'm wrapping it up. And y'all should probably even be able to tell that I'm starting to crash.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I got 7, Barb. I got 7 chickens.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Barb has 26. Did you see her say that?
What did she say? She has how many?
26.
Oh, Lord. That's like Callie Homesteading and Pooh Bear. She got a lot.
She do. Yes, Callie got a lot. Hey, Chin Chang. How you doing?
Said Precious
was in my restaurant asking for 2 orders of
soup.
Soka duck, chicken, OMG. What?
I don't know.
It's good to see you too, Barb.
Okay, I don't remember. Is he talking about me? No, he couldn't be talking about me.
Oh, TT, you done came at the end. We about to wrap it up, and here you come. I had pantry. What was we looking for TT for? For one, we need you to do some. We need just a live chat with you about some apothecary. That's
yes,
that's one. But we were talking about something else that I was like, oh, let me reach out to the group chat, and Tia come in, and I don't remember what it was. Tia, it was like at the beginning of this live. I will call you.
Mike said delete that person.
Yeah, who? Oh, Tia in here. She can block them.
Yeah.
I was about to say who my mod. Carmen probably in the background listening, multitasking. She be listening though. So she might pop in and do it too. I figured as such, Mike. I was like, okay.
I was like, Precious ain't been nowhere.
I got a story. I got you. I'm gonna hit you up. All right, y'all.
I'm gonna start watching her channel as soon as we get off this live.
Yes, she's back now, but she had took a little bit of break, but she has so much content from before. And she did like the canning. She actually is a master canner. So she took the class and everything. She is literally a master canner.
Okay.
So she is a great person to follow for that. And she's been doing some of the apothecary stuff too.
Okay. I want to do it. I got to get this house together so I can do me some full-on apothecary stuff, because my mother was sick one day last year and I said, I'm going to make you some certain tea. And she was like, oh, can you make that tea again? I was like, I sure can.
See, and Tia actually makes teas, because I bought some of her tea. She makes them for different things though. She has some different ones. So yeah, we're gonna have that needs to be a live topic, T.
Yes.
She said, I'm back. I see you, Precious. You see, that's what I was looking for you for. Teresa's in the live. Teresa Diaz. That's why I was looking for you, T. Because she used to be in all the late night ones with us.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So yeah, she hasn't been on for a while. She said she has some things going on, but it was good seeing her in the chat. It is good seeing everybody. This was a good live. I am gonna get chickens when we don't know, but y'all gonna know when it happened. Y'all gonna know when it happened. And if they be ghetto, y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all that they ghetto, but they ain't gonna be ghetto.
Shake and bake. Shake and bake.
But I'm telling y'all, peeling garlic is ghetto. I'm every time I think about that garlic, I be like, I don't know how y'all be doing it. And then people keep trying to tell me, all you got to do is, if y'all tell me one more time to shake that garlic to get them, no, it don't be working. All that happened is my arm be tired. Look, and I was gonna do a shake, but I was like, I'm not gonna do that because then I'm gonna have the comments going crazy. So anyway, y'all, everybody have a great weekend. I'm gonna see y'all in the streets. Let's see what's going on. I don't know if Urban's gonna be live. She's kind of back and forth, I think. It is now. Don't get me wrong, good eats. I love garlic. That's one. Listen, I go through the ghetto to get the goods, but
Oh God! At least you
I'm gonna
got
be
you
rich.
another
I'm gonna have
$5.
that chicken coop because he done been dropping them. I love it. But who is Fam will
He's rich.
actually Thru in LA will be do he has a premiere in the morning, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
10 o'clock my time, which is Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific time,
Okay.
AM. And tomorrow evening is Auntie Ellen at 6 p.m. Eastern time, which is 3 p.m. Pacific. But she's on, I think she's Central. So
If
look,
I'm not in the garden, I'll try to catch you 2A in LA.
yeah, he'll be live in the morning. Um, and that's all I know that for sure that goes live tomorrow. And then Sunday I will be back and we're gonna do a giveaway. The thumbnail's already out there. Sunday fun day. I got some jams. I got my candy jalapeno. I got some stuff for y'all. So we're gonna have a giveaway. So pull up on Sunday for some treats. Cause I heard y'all last Friday and I said, let me get my peoples together. Let me get some stuff together. So I did. I spent this week getting it together, y'all. So I will see y'all.
I will try to make your live. I have friends that are in the country until September 13th. So last Sunday I was hosting them. So I missed your live. Oh. I was hosting them.
And I wasn't live last Sunday. I canceled. That's why I'm live today. Because I was like, I felt bad because I canceled Sunday.
Okay.
So this is my Friday. I usually wouldn't be live, and then because I go every other Friday, but every Sunday. Okay. And I was out there working, girl. I was like, I just want to get it done.
Yes. So, some days you just, I don't want to get up, and I'm like, let me get out here early because when 9 a.m. hit, the sun is like cracking, and I'll be like, I just drop everything like I'm like, I'm done. And it sits there until the evening or the next day.
That part.
Around.
That part.
Too hot.
Well, girl. Well, I will definitely be seeing y'all in these streets. Y'all know Miss Lynn. Well, y'all see me Sunday, so y'all know about that live. Because I usually run into, mine usually ends when hers is about to start. But I'll see y'all. Have a great weekend. And I'll see y'all in these streets. All right, y'all.
Bye.